Welcome to today's session of Questions and Answers with Pastor Anthony, where your questions will be answered by what is written in the Word of God.
And about loneliness, you'll find a lot of people getting married because they're lonely.
And that's not good.
And that is a huge recipe for disaster, because you have a feeling that you want somebody else to feel, which you're going to be surprised by it because that person cannot feel what is lacking in your flesh. That is something you're supposed to do. Yeah. We are told to do something to our flesh, discipline your flesh. Yeah. That feeling of being abandoned and being rejected for you as a believer should not exist in your life. It is there, but it should not exist in your life, because you know that God is with you. Yeah. You know that God is your strength, God is your source, God is the one who is building you up. And as long as you stay in the Word and you pray, you should never have a sense of loneliness. But you'll find people saying that, you know what, I need a partner because I'm lonely. I'm by myself. Like, no, you can be alone and not be lonely. And so a dangerous recipe for people getting married, because you're looking for something that nobody else can fulfill. If you cannot do it, somebody else can't.
That's right.
And so you do it yourself, then don't put an expectation on somebody else. And that's what's happening a lot of today's marriages where there is divorce. They put a lot of expectations because of loneliness. They're not handling that themselves, and they put that on somebody else.
Yep. So you need to love yourself that much, because, like what we always say, that I don't have a problem being by myself. I have no problem, Somebody said, I'd rather be at peace than have buddies who are giving me issues.
That's so
or
true.
Have a husband or being in a relationship that is causing you issues, because there's no need to run so fast, get in that relationship, you're having an issue, then being alone. I need to deal with myself first,
Right.
So we shouldn't have, as a believer, we have the Bible to fellowship,
Right.
That is things you can read in the Bible that is like, wow, look at what happened, like especially the Old Testament. Like I always say, it's like the ultimate soap opera. So that will feel, that will make you laugh like, wow, they did that, but
Yes.
that's a good thing for them that they did. But, we shouldn't, being lonely, the enemy will just ride on that, and
Right.
not a good recipe for
Disaster.
a child of God. So
if you cannot be disciplined alone, you'll never be
group.
disciplined in a marriage.
Yeah.
Because marriage requires a lot of discipline, what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do. If you cannot do that with your own life while you're alone, you'll be surprised when you get married.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us today, and stay blessed.